everyone, Scott Ottenreith here with the Apex team. We're out here at our brand new flip that's almost done. It's coming together and it looks great, And we have interesting colors here. We have Noel Desolate's with us. Our general contractor's been leading the job over here. And you might look at the colors and be like, why do we have to do that? Noel, do you want to talk about why we need to do a white and kind of a turquoise finish?
Well, actually, this is the original colors on the house. So we're keeping the original colors because that's historic, and we're in an actual historic preservation zone. So a lot of the finishes and things that we're doing are actually required. As
far as when we're looking at the exterior, how much more needs to be done? Because it looks great from what I can see, but you might be able to pick things apart that I can't see.
Yeah, well, there's definitely things that I have being worked on. You know, I'm going to actually have some additional work done on the wood, even though we painted it. Yeah. When you paint it, you see more.
Sure. So, how close would you say we are to downtown? A hop, skip, and a jump? Or are we downtown?
We're not a hop, skip, and a jump. We are downtown.
We are downtown. Yeah. It's crazy how close we are. We are on, 14th in Arizona right here, 14th and 4th Avenue, which is, if you just peek around, you can see One South Church, which is the tallest building in Tucson. So
Armory Park is like a block behind us. It's a great house. It's a great neighborhood. Everybody knows Armory Park, and I think the house is going to be really appealing when it's done.
Enough on the outside. Let's go take a look at the interior. Let's go. So we made it. It was a duplex. We converted it to a single-family house. What's the layout right now? How many bedrooms, bathrooms, everything like that?
Before we talk about that,
okay,
I just want to talk about this door real quick.
All right, let's talk about the door.
Because this door is another thing that we had to get done from the historic aspect, right? They had a brand new door on it when we bought the property.
Yeah.
But that door didn't comply with HPZ, so we actually had to find the source of this door. And the HPZ was so excited about seeing this door style that they wanted to source it so that they could use it as an offering for other houses in the neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
So we have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house right now, and we've actually created a master bedroom in here with a huge walk-in closet. So we've actually been able to take this square footage without, usually we blow out square footage. We maintain the same square footage, and we're able to get a lot more into it.
It's actually a 1,400 square foot house, and when you're looking at downtown where you can get 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms with 1,400 square feet, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like that's freaking awesome. We have tall ceilings here, spacious closets, bathrooms, everything. It's not a shortage of space here, which with most downtown properties, which what I've seen, space is always an issue. It's always tight, it's always cramped, but we're able to maximize the space, and I think Noel, you've done a great job over here, and everyone with the construction team. So. And with our closets, we've done more and more built-ins, right, Noel? Yeah, you're continually adding those in. Why do you like to use those?
It just makes it a lot more usable space. I've got a couple closets in my house that I need to do this with because I can't use the space. I just got a rod and a shelf and that's it. Yeah. But here we're able to actually get some more hanging room, especially when we have a limited space, and really make it a functional closet.
You've done more custom design with this property, and I like to see that. I think it adds a little bit of owner's touch, and it's cool. Over here we have another bathroom. And then, as you can see, we haven't laid any flooring down over here. What are we going to do?
This is what we're going to put down, and this is actually oak flooring. It's full 3/4 depth thickness, tongue and groove. This is real wood flooring. It's not engineered hardwood. It's not laminate. It's not cheap. This is real.
This is the real stuff.
This is the real deal here.
Yes, a lot of people will go in and fix what's there, but Noel has the knowledge to make the home last. So those little touches of having tile floor in there, in the wet areas, and putting wood in the living areas, I think that is just another special touch for the future homeowner. We always want to have that future homeowner in mind, and I think is what's unique about us and you especially.
See, when you're talking about how the house will last for a future homeowner, I think that one of the things that makes us unique is that we really are not ever a lipstick on a pig kind of company. We get into it, and we're under the floors in here, replacing all of the drain lines, the sewer lines, replacing all of the electric lines, making sure that everything is new. So it's really a modern house in a lot of the respects of where people end up with repairs.
Yeah, and I think that's what's different. I think a lot of other investors will do that lipstick remodel like you're talking about, and can go in and do something for $15K, but when we're taking on a house, we're doing above and beyond that to make sure it's an actually new house and actually a good product, right?
Yeah.
And because we have that reputation now. We're an Apex house. oh, it's a good house.
Right.
You know, so I think that that's what also sets us apart. And thank you for pointing that out. But I want to check out this kitchen. I think it's probably my favorite spot in the house, just from a design standpoint, right?
Yeah, when we actually get the whole kitchen in here.
yeah. But I think just looking at it, I would want to cook in here. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to spend more time. And this is it right here. So what do we do here, Noel? Why do we do this? Why do we keep the brick? What did you do with the brick to make it have the look that it has?
Now this brick had a lot of mortar and stuff. It was actually plastered over. And we took off the plaster and we've taken down to the raw brick. You can see there's a lot of spaces and things where the mortar's missing. So we actually acid cleaned it, color enhanced it to really bring out the natural color of the brick and all the variations.
Yeah.
And we've now got a lacquer coat on it, and we're going to come back, fill in all these gaps and voids, and then put another lacquer.
So it's not done yet. There's still more work to be done there.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looks great already. So typical master bedroom, high ceilings obviously throughout the house. But I think the really cool part is what they've done here in the kitchen and bathroom as well. So over here, check out this walk-in closet. Just the amount of size in this closet, I just can't believe that Noel and the crew were able to work with this space and maximize it as much as possible. Living downtown, this is something that a lot of, like honestly, probably the best buyer of this will be someone who works downtown. You know, might be a lawyer, have to have suits to hang up, and this space is perfect. Noel, is there any final touches that I'm missing here? I think we've kind of gone over everything. The house is solid. There's everything, new roof, new electrical, new sewer line, new everything, correct?
Yeah, I mean the sewer line to this one, I think that's an interesting aspect of this house, is we actually took the sewer line, which was attaching the house next door and this house, and we put in a new sewer connection all the way out to the street.
Yeah.
So we had to excavate out on the street, under the street, and actually tie into the city sewer to get this house its own sewer line. So it's really going to be new throughout.
Yeah, and that's pretty common with downtown properties is you have shared sewer lines, you have sewer lines running under properties, and you know, it was honestly almost a deal breaker with this house when we were going to look at it, but we were able to, the owner that we worked with was very reasonable and worked with us to get that problem solved, and now you have a new sewer line, which is perfect. So if you have any questions, this one's going to be hitting the market here, but it's going to be listed at $425,000. If you want to see it, if you want photos, if you want videos, update on the project, if you want to meet with Noel about it to say, okay, what's really going on here, you know, you're open to doing that, right? To meet with us. But you know, it's a great house, and we can't wait to have a homeowner in this property because it's just an amazing piece of work, and can't wait for you guys to see it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or shoot us an email, anything like that. Thank you so much. Have a great day.